Akin yun.
Okay, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Magandang umaga sa kanila lahat. It's a Monday, bright Monday morning. Papabatiin ko muna ang aking mga co-hosts, sina Leejay and Tristan. Go ahead, guys. Leejay, maybe you can start. Pati ka muna, kapatid. O si Tristan mo.
Ako muna. Ako nag-pre-sing.
Okay,
Good morning.
Bagal.
Good morning.
Bagal ang net ko. Good morning.
Tristan, pabatiin mo na rin yung aso na sa background mo.
Hindi akin yung aso, manok yung sa akin. Good morning.
Akin
Ano
yung
pa
aso
yun? Aso yung
Akin yung
DJ
aso.
sa aso.
Akin yung
Okay.
aso, sorry.
Oh. So welcome everyone.
Morning.
This is our informal practical leadership online, which we do every Monday morning at 8:05 and Friday at 8:05 as well AM. So I think Kapihan, Kwentuhan, we talk about many things. We talk about headliners, we talk about pop culture, we talk about what's trending in social media, and what we can pick up from all of these things to help us along the way, to help us during the week, the start of the week, kaya Monday natin ginagawa to, and to help us also for the weekend, kaya rin tayo meron Friday na morning. So meron tayong week starter at saka weekender. So bukod pa doon, meron din tayong practical leadership online, which is gonna be tomorrow at 8 p.m. naman. 8 p.m. Tomorrow, we will end our series, our season 1, which is Purpose of Life, Life on Purpose, and episode 4, which is the Purpose of Excellence. So, marami tayong ginagawang bago dito sa Practical Leadership Online. Because we want to be able to share with them. We want to build a community, where we can really express how we live leadership on a daily basis. So, umpisa muna natin sa mga headlines natin, mga kapatid. So, umpisa natin kay Leejay. Leejay, ano bang mga headlines natin ngayon?
Good
Update
morning
tayo.
again, gentlemen. Well, one of the good updates or headlines we have is lumalabas sa news natin together with UP experts na sabi nila nagpa-flatten na daw yung curve, okay? Hindi ito yung curve ng tiyan ko, ito yung curve ng COVID-19. So that's good because if you go around, you see people are not really staying in their homes, meaning they're outside, they're going to the market, they're going, business is still continuing and moving, which is good. So meaning kahit na nagpapatuloy ang negosyo, the curve isn't, or the increase in infection is not happening. So sana magpatuloy talaga. I mean, if it's going down now, who's to say by September that hopefully wala na talagang transmission.
Correct.
Nothing's impossible. So that's good both for the economy and also for everyone because we are headed towards our new reality after this. Sana bago magpasko, no? Para naman masaya yung Pasko natin.
Oo nga, oo. Si Weng Florentino. Weng, hi, good morning to you. Good morning.
Weng.
Tristan, anong take mo doon sa pag-flatten ng curve? Anong input, anong masayang makikita natin sa ganun?
Sa tingin ko, Coach, dahil sa pag yung mga tao dahil dun sa nangyayari sa COVID, I think nagkakaroon ng awareness na yung mga karamihan sa ating mga kababayan about COVID. So I think more and more Filipinos are practicing, I think, social distancing, being more aware. Kaya sa tingin ko may effect na yun sa flattening the curve. And like what Leejay said, and I'm looking forward for a December na if not totally COVID-free, but it has reduced kasi possible kasi yung mga neighboring nations natin, mataas yung mga cases nila pero yung active cases yun yung mababa.
Yeah.
So that's what we are praying for.
Yeah. Oh. At saka, I don't know guys, I heard over the weekend, or I read over the weekend, that, sorry, finorward pala sa akin, isang article sa one of my Viber groups sa high school ko. Finorward sa akin ng isang doktor sa akin. Japan daw has already determined to live with COVID. Parang sa kanila, oo, they're decided already. We'll have to live with it. Parang it's just like the flu. Parang everybody lives with the flu already, or everybody lives with the fact that there could be a dreaded illness, just so that they can heighten their protocol. Kasi dati, another friend of mine who's half Japanese, he was saying na in Japan daw, pagka may sipon ka pa lang, this was before COVID, pagka may sipon ka pa lang, talagang nagmamask na talaga.
Nagmamask na sila.
Oo. So that's how hygienic, or that's how disciplined they are when it comes to sickness, when it comes to the common cold. So they're taking that, and then they're moving it now into COVID na since nandito na, sanay na naman tayo sa ganun, ituloy-tuloy na natin. Let's learn to live with. I'm wondering what your take is on that. So, Leejay,
I wouldn't be surprised, Coach Ardy, about what the Japanese are doing because, come to think of it, they live with earthquakes, tsunami, and volcanic eruptions on a regular basis. They've come to accept that this is part of their regular life, and that's more disruptive if you think about it, diba? Kaya lang, way of life talaga sa Japan yung nagkaka-earthquake tsaka tsunami, and lives are lost. But you see how fast they pick up. Yung mga na-tsunami, after a few months, they take a picture. It's like things are back to normal. So I guess their resilience plus their discipline is working for them. And hopefully, sana tayo rin ma-develop natin yung resilience. Well, resilient naman tayo, bumabaha na, nagkukudeta na, tumatawa pa yung mga tao pag nakuna ng video, di ba? So, baka yung discipline na lang, pwedeng ma-develop natin.
Yun na lang eh, no? Ikaw, Tristan. Si Jury, gusto malaman ng sagot mo, Tristan. What is your take on that? Or maybe a better question, kasi kung sinasabi natin the Japanese are very disciplined in terms of dealing with earthquakes and all. Ano naman yung meron tayo, Tris, na what do you think is culturally to us is innate that we can use to help with COVID and to deal with it and live with it? Para magandang Christmas natin.
Oo nga. Gusto kong i-add dun sa sinabi ni Leejay, na Filipinos are really resilient. I think all of us, or if not, most of us are really resilient when in times na merong bagyo, may calamity. Filipinos are easy to bounce back from one thing to the other. But I guess one thing that we need to pivot at this time is not just to be resilient, but to learn from the past, like kung ano yung ginagawa ng mga Japanese, and use it for our advantage para di na maulit. Parang, at least for in this case, sa COVID, something that we don't see, so mahirap yung i-avert na hindi maulit, but with stringent hygiene practices, alam mo yun, Coach, yun yung Leejay, na kapag nasa daan ka, may ganong practice yung mga Pilipino. They don't we don't throw garbage anywhere. Diba? So yung mga ganon, and then when we're sick, we get a mask, we wear it. So magandang ganong klaseng practice na ituloy even after COVID-19 na pwede nating dalhin. Yan.
So one is resiliency, di ba?
Yes.
Alam na natin yan, resilient tayo. So, and then the other one, maybe is also kasi hindi ko alam kung agree si Jillian na nanonood ngayon galing Pampanga na even yung pagiging masunurin natin, di ba bilang Pilipino masunurin tayo. Meaning kung talagang bibigyan mo ng kamay na bakal, kailangan mong gawin to. Susunod tayo, di ba? Nung nag-ECQ, wala naman tayong choice. We really just had to follow. Di ba? And then I guess yung the third is yung bayanihan. Di ba? Ganun pa rin yun. Still, tulungan pa rin eh. Yung tulungan sa yung pagpapaalala sa mga kasama natin, di ba? Na, naghugas ka na ba ng kamay? Yung face mask mo bago ka lumabas, yung face shield mo bago ka lumabas, di ba? Kasi minsan madaling makalimot eh. Minsan lalabas na lang tayo dahil sanay na tayo na telepono, wallet, susi ng kotse, o kaya mask. Minsan nakakalimutan na natin yung face shield o minsan yung alcohol na maliit, di ba? So, yung that bayanihan ba na you're always looking out for the person beside you, to your left, to your right, so your family members, your friends, your co-workers. So these are things I think that na makakatulong sa atin, di ba? Pagdating ng how we can live with COVID. So, meron pang balita eh. May balita pa Leejay si Tristan. May headliner to eh. Sige, go, Tris. Ano yung headliner mo?
Actually, Coach, narinig ko to nung Saturday. Nagkwentuhan kami ni Marge over lunch. And then, nasabi niya sa akin, out of excitement, na yung boarding machine na gumagawa ng tunnel galing Japan, dumating na sa Pilipinas. So, nakaka-excite kasi ibig sabihin nito, magtuloy pa rin yung project ng government na magkaroon ng subway ang Philippines. So, we're talking about that. Parang it's a good news for us na we can look forward to, na pwedeng maging mas magaan ang pagko-commute in the coming future. They're saying na matatapos yung project partially 2022 and then completion is 2025. So I'm dreaming na at least pag nag-aaral na si Elijah, malaki na siya, so he can take advantage. Yan, sila yung mga anak ninyo. So sila Sky, sila Lexi, di ba? So they'll get to take advantage that. So ako, generation ko, LRT tsaka MRT. So sila, subway. So it's a pretty exciting news.
Ikaw, ano generation mo, Leejay? Anong public transport na abutan mo? Sige nga.
Love bus yun na abutan ko eh. Love bus.
Love bus. Okay, correct.
Oo.
Love bus.
So,
ako nga, naabutan ko, DM Transit pa eh. DM at saka JD. Yung death machine.
Coach, may naalala lang din ako tsaka Tristan, no? Speaking of news, anong take nyo dun sa nagkaroon ng White Sands Beach na ngayon sa Ross Boulevard?
Ayun, pinag-usapan namin yung last Friday.
Yun ba yung pinag-usapan niyo? Naalala ko na ngayon eh.
Medyo, well, hindi talaga eh. I mean, maraming pwedeng, one is, yung pinag-uusapan nga namin, di ba Tristan, last Friday, recap lang natin na yung dinurog na limestone, iba yun eh, sa natural na buhangin eh. Di ba? Tapos, paano yung pagkainanod when it's brought back to the bay, pagka nagkaroon ng bagyo. Diba? Kasi pag bagyo dito sa Manila Bay, makikita mo puro basura eh, yung inaanod eh. But now, pagka naglagay ka ng white sand daw doon, which is really made out of crushed limestone, pagka inanod yun, balik sa bay, kalat na naman. Diba? So, what's there to preserve? Second, which I don't know if you've seen it on Facebook, may mga lumalabas na kasi na meme ni spokesperson Roque na parang he was proud about the white sand. Ang dami talagang sabing there's better use of the funds. There's better use of the funds than to beautify Manila Bay. You can use the funds for helping us, everybody, cope with COVID. Kasi if we're saying that it's here to stay, it's not gonna go away soon, we're just gonna have to live with it. Because business has to go on, the economy has to go on, lives have to go on. Children have to study. So yung pondo sana na ginamit doon, sana binigay na lang din sa helping us cope, no. But going back to yung headliner ni ni Tristan, maganda kasi yun eh. Hindi ko alam sa mga nanonood sa atin, ano ba sa inyo ang naabutan ninyong growing up, ano yung naabutan ninyong public transport system? Yan. Kunwari sa akin, JD. Ang JD bus transit, red and black yun eh, yung JD. Tapos lawanit ang katawan nun, kapatid. Hindi bakal. It's not made out of metal sheet. It's made out of... Oh, eco-friendly. Eco-friendly siya. Tapos yung bintana, yung inaangat mo yung lawanit. Inaangat mo talaga yun. So wala kang halfway. It's either close or open lang yun. Ganun lang yun. Tapos DM Transit, yung dalawang yun, notorious yun sa EDSA. Kasi DM Transit, grabe magpatakbo yun. Sobrang bilis. As in, death machine nga ang tawag doon. Tapos LRT nga, nagkaroon ng LRT at saka MRT. Medyo guminawa nga yung buhay kasi nga aircon na and all that. Of course, love bus. Yung love bus. Mahal pa ng love bus doon eh. Di ba?
Pero Coach Ardy, nakita mo na ba yung picture kinumpare nila yung Philippines sa South Korea 1965? Tayo, may mga kalsada na at kotse at tram. Yung South Korea, dirt road.
Oh, wow.
1960s. I mean, speaking of old transportation, when you compare that, and then you compare what's happening
where they are now.
So hopefully what we get from that is, if they can do that, so can we. Diba? Hindi yung parang, ay, iwanan na tayo. I think the right healthy mental attitude towards that. Ano ba ginawa nila? Pwede rin natin gawin.
Oo, tama.
Yes.
Si Ched, baby bus daw, sabi ni Ched. Ano yung baby bus? Hindi ko alam. Love bus, Bobby Paras. Yan.
Puro love bus, pati si Ched. Meron pa nga yung double-decker na love bus eh.
Correct. Double-decker.
Double-decker siya.
May ganong bus?
Dati.
Oo, meron. Tapos sa Ross Boulevard, meron yung Motorco. Yun, double-deck yun. Pang tour yun ng
yung walang bubong sa taas.
Walang bubong sa taas.
Meron sila, double-decker na
Motorco.
Nakikita ko lang yan sa pictures. Nakikita ko lang yan sa pictures ng ibang bansa eh.
Pero
parang ngayon hindi na muna siya advisable siguro.
Correct.
Oo.
Meron na bang time frame, Tristan, na sinasabi nila kung kailan mako-complete yung unang subway natin?
Yung partial, sabi, 2022 before our president steps down. So may partial na operation. And then the completion of the whole project.
Sure ka ba mag-step down si Presidente?
You're putting me on the spot.
Kasi ikaw nagsabi bago mag-step down.
Yun ang sabi sa news eh. Yun ang sabi sa news. Sabi ni and sabi ng Inquirer.net.
So, 20...
Si Tristan po nagsabi noon, baka may nakikinig na gobyerno dito eh. Tristan Degolasyon po.
Kulit nyo.
Okay. Yeah, bago mag-eleksyon. Yun ang 2022. Bago mag-eleksyon. Tama ba? Yun yung partial completion.
Oo, yan. Basta yung mga part hindi nila ako in-inform ng Gantt chart timeline nila. So, I'll check kay Secretary Tugade after.
Naks! Okay, pakicheck na. Pakitawagan si Secretary para malaman natin.
Tatawagan ko mamaya pagkatapos natin dito.
Pero saan dadaan yung train na yan?
Ang alam ko lang ay... Alam ko yung initial is Makati, BGC, and Ortigas. Makati, BGC, Ortigas. And then it will expand to the rest of the Metro Manila. So, yun. Sa tingin ko, naghahanap pa sila ng lupang bibilhin na dadaanan nun, syempre.
Oh.
Baka yun lang, idea ko.
Yeah. And meron ba tayong balita, Tristan? Or maybe yung mga kasama nating nanonood, kung meron kayong input din dito sa sa subway, the first subway system that's going to be built will help, no? Even our other viewers. Kasi normally yung mga ganyang consortium yan, di ba? Meaning, it's between Mega World, consortium ng Mega World, Ayala, and the DOTR, yung gano'n. It's always a consortium kasi nga PPP yan, public-private partnership yan. So, sino yung ka-consortium ng gobyerno dito? Sino ang ka-partner ng gobyerno dito? Meron ka bang alam doon?
Ang alam ko lang ay Japanese government. But I don't have the details kung anong pangalan ng company. But they said that they will see to it that the subway project in the Philippines will be completed. So, coming from Japan, ito nakita ko dito, it's JIM and Shimizu Corp in Japan.
Okay.
So, sila yung may partnership.
Right.
Ang nakaka-excite kasi, Coach, nung nagbakasyon kami sa Japan last year, grabe, sobrang seamless yung mga subway systems nila. And they arrive on time, they leave on time. May mga times na naghahabol kami ng tren, ng oras para makaabot kami sa tren. So that's exciting kasi ngayon, ang hinihintay natin madalas kapag sumasakay tayo ng tren ay yung tren. We are on time, tapos medyo late ang dating ng tren. So, di ba magandang dream yun na baliktad na hahabulin ko yung oras para makaabot sa tren kaysa sa ang tagal naman ng tren dumating. Parang, so yun, nakita mo sa oras, the train will arrive in 10 minutes.
Baka na traffic, Tristan. Kaya naman.
So yun.
But that's a good, there are good partners in terms of the train system kasi nga because of their number one, attention to detail, di ba? And yung kanilang passion for, being on time. In fact, even on another note related to transport, by November 1, RFID na lahat. Lahat ng toll, RFID na lahat. So, in Japan also, di ba may barrier yun na gumagano? Diba? Tapos may nakikita ka, di ba, 5,000 or 2,000 fine pag binangga mo yung barrier.
Ay, oo.
Sa Japan, baliktad, di ba? Japan, baliktad. Pagka nabangga mo yung barrier, sila ang magbabayad sa'yo.
Kasi automatic
that's supposed to be timed na pagpadating na yung kotse mo, binabasa na yung RFID mo, na you don't have to stop. Tuloy-tuloy. Kung sinabi na 20 kilometers per hour, babagal ka ng ganon, dire-diretso mo yung 20 kilometers per hour mo or 30 kilometers, aakyat yun. Whether you stop or not, aakyat dapat yun.
Gagana
so,
kaya
pagka bumangga yun, bang! Yun, sila magbabayad. Sorry. Tapos sila magbabayad sa'yo. Kasi they didn't do their job well.
Sa tingin mo, Coach Ardy, gagana dito yung ganung policy?
Hindi, sinasabi ko lang yun dahil para ihambing dun sa subway system natin. Kasi that's how efficient they are. Yun. That's how efficient they are. That pag nabangga mo yung barrier na yun, sila magbabayad sa'yo kasi they didn't do their job well. They weren't efficient. Wow. Yeah. So if they can do that kind of efficiency with the subway system, wow, that's maganda yun. Tsaka maganda rin on a similar note, abangan ninyo kung saan nagde-develop yung mga developers natin. Because most developers now will develop where there's a transportation hub. Yeah. So tignan ninyo kung saan nagde-develop ang sina Ayala, sina Mega World, sina SM, kasi normally gugustuhin nila dun tumitigil ang train, doon tumitigil ang bus, di ba? So that they can, they can sell the real estate. Ayun, si Ferdy, he's with Ayala. Normally, yung mga development nila, it's a transport hub. That's how they develop. So, yun. Ganda, very good.
Mga daanan, di ba? Exciting yun, exciting.
Yeah. So it looks like we're gonna have a good Christmas, di ba? Talagang, sana good Christmas tayo. Oo. Pag-pray natin, tuloy-tuloy lang dasal. Oo, kasi mukhang yung nangyari dito sa COVID, nagkaroon ng spiritual awakening, di ba? So mas madasalin ng tao, mas, kasi wala nang solusyon eh. So, look up instead of look around, di ba? Look up every day instead of looking around for the solutions. So meron akong pop culture trending topic naman. Ang trending topic natin is this. In line also with the news. Meron ng bagong term. Ano ang tawag mo sa lalaking pinanganak sa Pilipinas? Lalaki na pinanganak sa Pilipino. Ano tawag mo sa babaeng pinanganak sa Pilipinas?
Ikaw naman.
Pilipina. Okay. So ngayon, meron ng bagong term. Hindi na raw Filipino or Filipina. Ano na raw siya? Filipinex.
Filipinex?
That's the new term yan. Filipinex.
That's
the new term that they're going to, na parang sinusulong nila para maging gender neutral ang term.
Sa mga viewers natin, alam ba nila yun? Baka may alam eh. Guys, alam niyo ba kung ano yung sinasabi ni Coach Ardy? Sulat niyo nga. Baka may nakakarinig na rin dito. Ako, honestly, I haven't heard of it yet. So I have no idea.
Bago lang yan kasi kahapon, it came out in the news sa ABS. Although wala ng ABS, sa online, they were broadcasting. Yun yung last news item nila. Filipinex. Wow. Ang sinusulong nila. So that it's gender neutral, so that it's very inclusive. It talks about diversity. Kasi nga pag Filipino, it only refers to the male. Pag Filipina, it only refers to the female. So there's mixed reactions, of course, among the older ones. Siyempre, sabi nila, hindi, pagka lalaki, kailangan Filipino. Pagka babae, kailangan Filipina. Pagka sa bata naman, that's fine. I mean, mas magandang pakinggan, mas hip, mas inclusive, mas diverse ang pananaw ng your race, di ba? Or your ethnicity is open. How about I want to hear from you and from everybody, that's tuned in. What are your thoughts on this? Go. Ikaw, Tristan.
Ako hindi ko pa masyadong nare-research to, Coach. So, ang ko lang, tingin ko I am for language evolution. Kasi nagbabago naman talaga yung the way we use our language, diba? So, alala ko dun sa isa sa mga episode natin, Leejay and King talked about, the usage of May and Ken, diba? So, may ganun eh. So, I think I am open for a new usage. But at this point, hindi ko alam kung ano yung mga implications niya. Kasi syempre, yung language natin, may implications yan sa culture. May implications yan sa progression din ng civilization. So, sabi nila kapag, if you want to know if you want to see how the social, what do you call that? How the social grow, parang ganon. You can look at the way they communicate, parang ganon. So kapag nag-i-improve yung pagko-communicate ng mga citizen, ibig sabihin may progression din yun sa economy, may progression din sa social living, sa civil, and etc. So yun. So I'm open for new languages, But yun nga, tulad ng sinabi ko, Coach, baka hindi ko lang pa naaaral kung anong magiging epekto niyan sa pangkalahatan.
Oo, good. Sabi nga ni Bobby Paras sabi niya parang X-Men daw. Ikaw, Leejay, anong take mo dyan?
Parang lalabas dito yung edad natin sa mga sagot. Kasi iba yung take ko. I think kasi yung word, it already describes a group of people demographically. Pag gusto mo kasi if you want to put a label on a specific generation, ginawa na natin Naubos na nga hanggang Z, di ba? Nag-iisip pa sila, ano ba next dito? Naubos na natin yung alphabet. So,
Gen A ulit.
Oo nga So if you want something to define your generation or anything new about the citizenship of our country, parang nagawa na yon. To do it on the Filipina, doon nga sa Filipino, nalilito na ako, lalagyan mo pa ng Filipinx, di ba? So, mas nakakalito na para sa generation natin. Pero ako, I honestly think Filipina best describes where we are and who we are. Now, if we evolve, then we have another term or we can coin something else, di ba? May mga Generation X, Millennial, Baby Boomers, to do that na. So, I guess to add another category, parang, ewan ko, baka lang, kulang lang yon sa self-expression. I don't know. But I guess that's also coming from my age. I'm 46, and to add something new to a 46-year-old guy, baka hindi ko lang matake. So, open-minded naman si Tristan. Baka sa generation nila, mas okay yun.
Okay, ganda nga lang sinabi ni Ross di ba? Sabi niya, Filipino can also be used for the female gender, which is true, di ba?
Yeah.
In the service of the Filipino people. Di ba? Ibig sabihin.
Parang,
yun yung sinasabi nila kagabi, nung pasara na yung news, sabi niya, so paano na yun? In the service of the Filipinx people? Ganun yung mga anchor. Which, well, one, it may take getting used to. But it's true. You can use also the Filipino term for the female gender. You were gonna say, Leech?
Coach Ardy, naisip ko rin, baka language talaga natin yon or the way we develop language. Kasi in other countries, like Americans, pag tinagalog mo, nagge-gender talaga tayo, Amerikano, Amerikana, Japonesa. Diba? So mahilig tayo maglagay ng gender doon sa, parang extension ng practical speaking na naman yung topic ko. Doon talaga ako napupunta.
Forte mo talaga to.
Oo nga naisip ko lang, dahil nga mahilig tayo maglagay ng gender doon sa end to define it, hindi natin maiwasan na may ganun thinking. Teka, paano kami? Diba? Paano kami? So, dapat sensitive din tayo sa anong gusto nila mangyari.
Yeah. It's really more about the reason for the move is about gender neutrality.
Yep.
So, which is when you consider now local government, but local government has got gender and diversity. The GAD office always takes a look at that. It takes a look at how they can empower women and children, but at the same, yun yung development. So gender and development. So in development side is how they can develop women and children to become more productive where they are. But at the same time, in gender naman, yun yung tinitingnan nila on how they can be more inclusive towards different genders or gender preference. And there's so much move now. Katulad if you notice, di ba, before yung comfort rooms, di ba dati hiwalay male-female. Ngayon, isang comfort room na lang for male and female. So you have both the urinal and the toilet seat there. So may mga ganun. And then of course, in companies, when you take a look at companies, they also have, as part of their culture, diversity and inclusion. Or inclusion and diversity. Yeah, inclusion and diversity. So which means that no one should be left behind. Meaning women have equal rights as men. So it looks beyond the gender preference. So this is one move that is leading towards supporting that initiative. And it's interesting. If you go on Netflix, una ko narinig to sa Netflix. There's a show called Mr. Iglesias. Mr. Iglesias, si Gabriel Iglesias, he is a stand-up comedian na binigyan siya ng show sa Netflix. So it's a series that he's a school teacher. So Latino yan si Mr. Iglesias. He's a Latino. And there was one episode that he was talking to his student about Latino, Latina. Kasi nga siya lalaki, so Latino siya. Yung estudyante niya, babae, Latina. Tapos sabi ng estudyante, sabi niya, no, it's not Latino or Latina, it's Latinx. So hindi matanggap ni Mr. Iglesias. Kasi parang, no, it's Latino, it's Latina. Because, kasi nga, generation gap, diba? So, tapos in-explain doon ng bata. Sabi niya, Latinx, so that, everybody's included. Everybody, looks beyond. So, doon ko unang narinig yun, Latinx, na sila. So, there's a term like that now going around in that community. But it's also interesting kasi kung iisipin nyo, kung isipin natin ang Filipino words is many are void of gender. Di ba? For example, in English, Tristan, Leejay, and Ardy, we are husbands. Tama? Sa English. Pero sa Tagalog, ano tayo? Asawa. Walang, kailangan mo lagyan asawang lalaki, asawang babae. Di ba, minsan may ganun We have certain words that's gender neutral. Di ba? So, doon lang nag-aagaw yung thoughts ko na parang why confuse it all the more. But yun nga, on the other hand, on the flip side din, tayo rin, mahilig din tayong gumawa ng words. Senatoriable, presidentiable. Wala naman talaga words na gano'n. It's either a senatorial candidate or a presidential candidate. Wala naman talaga senatoriable at presidentiable.
Correct.
So,
baka malagay na rin sa dictionary yan.
Mahilig na tayo kumuha ng mga words at saka mga terms bilang Filipino. We get creative in that way, I guess. So that's still for Yeah, go ahead, Tristan.
Naisip ko lang, baka yung practical leadership online malagay na rin sa dictionary.
Yeah. But there are a lot also who are lobbying for it in Philippines na yan. So, abangan natin. Let's see where it goes because we know that there's a lot that's going on in society, diba? With respect to gender. So, tingnan natin kung saan tatakbo itong... So, dalawang aabangan natin. Yung last Friday natin na mga Bentris, yung sa White Sand. Kung anong mangyayari doon. At saka itong Philippines, abangan natin ang susunod na kabanata nito. Okay, so mga kapatid, 8:45 na, mga kapatid. So, we hope that this has been a very good show for you. I'd like to give this opportunity to Leejay and Tristan for their parting words for the week. That I can encourage all our listeners for the week as we go. Si Mia, humabol.
Humabol pa. Dapat i-feature natin tong doktora na to one of these days. Related dun sa ni-report kong flattening the curve. Yan si Doc Mia. Best tips and practices yan how to keep safe. No? I guess in line with flattening the curve lang, no, na it's not all bad that this happened. I think this was an opportunity for us to be introspective, to think inwards, and to be able to change, not for the worse, but hopefully for better. Meaning, ang dami nating oras talaga na nakuha from this to be able to rethink our lives and what we're doing. And for some of us who maybe needs just another push to go into what's next, diba? Kasi nag-settle na tayo comfortably. Maybe this was God's way of pushing us into what He has planned for us next. And I'm very hopeful that something good, something unexpected will happen this coming September. So abangan natin kung ano yung headline na yon within the month.
Yes, galing. Thanks, Leejay. Tristan, yes sir.
Yan. So akin, in light of the news we received last Saturday about the subway, it reminded me not to stop dreaming. Let's continue to dream, believe God, and do our best. Let's hang on to His word and get encouraged. Kasi mahirap kapag it's just all news that we're consuming, taking in. Okay din ang mag-consume ng positive and faith-filled news that will enrich us, empower us, and will make us look forward in the future. So, yun lang. For us this week, keep on dreaming.
Yeah, nuts now.
Ganda. Keep on dreaming.
Okay. So also in line with the pop culture or trending topic of Philippinex, it's really not in the terms, di ba? Hindi naman, regardless of term, di ba? We should all be inclusive. We should all make sure that, the bayanihan, we go back to that. We go back to the bayanihan spirit na we always look out for each other, regardless of whether whatever your preference is, your gender preference is. We should always look out for each other because everybody, literally everybody, is a creation of God. So look beyond that and look at the value of the person based on how God sees them. Because God has seen them and also us with high value. Diba? So regardless of whether magkaroon ng Philippinex, Filipino, we retain Filipino, Filipina, importante sa atin yung sabay-sabay. Let's all do this together. Let's all come together and build our nation together. Kasi wala yan sa terms. It's in the way we live our lives. So always remember when you go out, always look out for the person to your left, to your right, your family members, your loved ones, your co-workers. Look out for them and always paalalahanan natin sila. Kasi importante yun para if we're gonna live with the COVID. So, with that, ladies and gentlemen, wag po ninyong kalilimutan tomorrow, tama ba, Chris? Leeds, tomorrow, no? Tomorrow,
Yes, 8 p.m.
Yes,
Tomorrow
8
evening,
p.m. Yeah, season ender, practical leadership online. We end the season life on purpose with episode 4, Purpose of Excellence. So please invite people to watch tomorrow. And then we will see you back again on Friday, 8 a.m. for KAPE Tayo. Thank you very much. Good morning.
You guys.
Have a great weekend.
Bye.
Bye.